Welcome to the Pennsylvania Avenue Baptist Church 2024 Fasting for Spiritual Transformation. My name is Reverend Maxine BrownDavis, and I have the pleasure of doing week 1. In week 1, we are looking at Elijah as he runs and hides from Jezebel. So the story tells us that he is now running away, and he's at a well in Beersheba. And he's sitting there and he's thinking, okay, I am ready to die. This is where I want to die. And isn't that just like us when things are not going well in our life? We go to a place of comfort. And so it's at this well where his forefathers, Abraham, had made a covenant with Abimelech, and it's in that time when Abraham was able to have a relationship with the Philistines. And so he, I'm sure Elijah knows that this is a place of where he can find restoration and he can just rest. But as we go through the story, we're going to find that God is not done with him. And so even for us, as we go through the story, we got to look for the symbolism. And it is so important as Christians that we look for symbolisms when we read the scriptures. How do I fit into all of this? And what is God is trying to say to me? And so in this first week, as we go through, pastors asking us to get rid of the spirit of mean-spiritedness, the gossip, the rumors. And frankly, I was just in awe of the fact that God has allowed me to be in a gossip. And the gossip was so bad. I was like, okay, I have to do something about this. And I was sitting there and I was laughing. I was like, God, I'm doing this, and now I have to come to use it as a teachable moment. So in that teachable moment, what do you do when the rumor mill is going even in your workplace? What do you do? The Bible says that we are to leave our gift at the altar, and we are to go to the person, and persons take somebody else with you and try to get this thing taken care of. And so I found myself going to my principal, trying to figure it out. How do I make it such that I'm not in a hostile work environment? And frankly, to tell the truth, I'm like, God, why are you allowing this to happen? Because you know what? Last year was the same thing. It was very similar. And once again, our adversary, the devil, is intuitive. He doesn't know it all, but he's intuitive. So even in this time of Lenten season, you're going to be bombarded with things that are going to come against you in areas that is more vulnerable to you. In areas where you're like, God, I don't know why the adversary continues to show his head up in this area that is so dear to me, that is so vulnerable to me. And it's because God wants to strengthen us in that area. So it is not an area of weakness for us. And so just like Elijah, as he is like, okay, I'm ready to go. I don't want to deal with this anymore. And God is saying, no, I am not done with you yet. I still have more for you to do. And so that is for us today, is that as we go through, we will be bombarded with things and that we're going to make us think, okay, God, why do you allow this to happen to me? I don't want anybody to talk about me. I just want to live my life. I want to do what I need to do. I want to come to work. I want to go home, take care of my family. But God says, I know that this is going to happen. Why? Because Satan desire to sift you as wheat. But I've already prayed for you. I know it's coming. So even in this week, where you are saying, I don't want to be mean, I don't want to be in any gossip, I don't want to be in any rumors, I am going to do this Lent. God said, I know you're going to be bombarded with it, but I've already prayed for you. And like Elijah, God is already know what he's going to have you to do to get out. He's already made a way. For Elijah, he sent an angel. Angel baked a cake, gave him water, twice in a row so he can be able to move on with the journey that's ahead of you. So in this week, as you go through this fast, God has already prayed for you because he knows that Satan desires to sift you as wheat. And he has already given you the strength. He's going to give you the strength that you need to make it through. It's going to be all right because God has already prayed for you. Have a great week, and I know you're going to make it through.